Hello everyone, it is me, BlackSonatta here, and welcome to the first video of 2024. I decided to do this video even though I'm a little bit sick right now, I'm having an allergy, but I still wanted to do this video because I literally just saw about this and I'm actually losing my mind. This is actually really insane, and I just wanted to see what you guys think about this and also share what's going on with Cubic Castles right now. So essentially what happened is that on January 2nd, which is yesterday by the time that I'm recording this video, SirKewberth made a post in the Cubic Castles forums discussing about some changes for 2024 and what are they up about. Essentially, what the forum post goes about is that over the years, the developer team for Cubic Castles essentially added a lot of things into the game, which ended up bloating the game. And some of the changes that they have added to the game were not really helpful or impactful to the game. So essentially what they want to do is that they wanted to streamline Cubic Castles and remove some of the stuff that, didn't have that much of an impact into the game, and pretty much just focus on the stuff that players really care about and adding some more quality of life things into the game. He goes about, removing the adventure mode, and he also asks about the community for what things they want to, focus on and essentially the things that we care about. And this is a really stepping stone for how Cubic Castles goes moving forward, and this really changes the perspective about how the game is gonna handle pretty much, and that's because of two things, right? The first thing is that, having this communication between the developer part and the community side of the game is really important for, actually bringing changes into the game. And also because seeing what people has to say, about what quality of life changes that they want is really important, so we actually feel heard about the game, and the community feels more powerful when it comes to, asking about changes into the game and what may be better and what maybe not as good, pretty much, right? I will be going over the video, with some of the discussions that the people had, but essentially there's a bunch of new ideas here that people are, just throwing on the table and hoping that SirKewberth might see them. And a lot of the ideas that are being added here are actually really good. Again, I will not be reading this essentially because it's a lot of text and I really don't have the time to read all of this text. But essentially there's a lot of ideas being thrown here, and having this, fact that so many people are adding a bunch of stuff is really cool. And yeah, it's pretty nice seeing what people has to say about the game. And like I said, it might be a very change of pace about Cubic Castles, and I really feel like this is a big change coming for the game, and 2024 might be the time where Cubic Castles really has, I think this is the time that the game will really skyrocket and we will see a lot of new things being added that actually matter. And yeah, that's essentially it. I also wanted to add a little bit of my opinions here. Seeing the posts that people has made here are really cool. I've seen some ideas, especially from Kuju, which we're actually seeing right now, which is pretty cool. I feel like this thing of having, some daily discount offers and, some free qubits is pretty nice, essentially for beginners, since, the beginner experience for the game is really hard. And yeah, having this kind of stuff would be really cool, especially the free pack for the first time that you get the pack. That would be really cool to just have a free thing just right off the bat. There's a bunch of features here that he added with some pretty cool images to go around with it, and yeah, it's pretty nice to see. I think this is one of the better ideas that I've seen so far, and there's a bunch of things. I'm not gonna be reading all of those. And give me a little more of my opinion about it. I feel like one thing that would be really cool to see, being changed is about the report system of the game. So essentially the in-game report system of the game is really obsolete. There's not a lot to work on. And from what I've seen and from what I've heard about the mods, it's not a really effective or actually really good method. It really sucks pretty much. And it would be really cool to see a little bit of a rework around the system, essentially adding it so you can actually post out some screenshots or some images into the report system. That would be really cool. And also having a way for people to actually screenshot in game without actually having to screenshot out of the game. Essentially having an in-game screenshot system to, go with the game. That would be really cool, especially for mobile players, because the screenshotting for mobile is really hard depending on what phone you have, right? I mean, for my phone, I literally have to press like 3 buttons for it to actually screenshot, which kind of sucks. And doing screenshots that you actually need to doing some reports that you actually need to screenshot stuff is really hard, just because of the fact that if you try to screenshot the chat, if there's a lot of people talking, which is it's pretty much gonna be the case for some places like Panzard Rentals and stuff, and actually in Hollis, it's really hard to screenshot given that the chat is moving all of the time. So having a way to create quick screenshot, just pressing a button instead of pressing 3 all at once, which is the case for mobile, I feel like that would be a really good thing about the game, and it would really make actually doing reports a bunch easier. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have much to say. I feel like all of the ideas that people have added here are pretty good. There's a bunch of quality of life stuff. One of the other things that I've seen that are really nice is Cubic Pencil's idea of removing the farm perks but keep the actual farming system into the game. Especially because farming perks are really difficult to get and they're really time consuming. And it blocks off a lot of the important features of the game, which kind of sucks. So, having them actually be removed wouldn't be that much of a nuance, but it would still be a really cool feature. He also goes around improving and adding tools for players to make their own games, which actually happened with the NPCs and the custom textures thing. They were really impactful when it comes to mini games and actually exploring or adventure realms. Those are really cool features, and it would be great to see more of those being added into future updates of the game. And yeah, there's a bunch of new features here. I'm not gonna be going over them because I mean it's a bunch of text. You guys can just read, right? But essentially, I feel like a lot of the ideas that people have added here are pretty much in par with what I would want into the game. And yeah, it's really cool to see, this actually being discussed. I feel like this is a discussion that we really wanted for the longest time now. I feel like we actually had this. So if I go into SirKewberth's discussions, I think we actually had, let me see here, what do you consider the main features of Cubic Castles to be? He actually did a community post or a forums post a long while ago, essentially going over about the same thing and asking the community for the main features of Cubic Castles and what people focus more about. This was on January of last year, so yeah, it's been a really long time, and it's something that we have been discussing for the longest time now, and we might actually be seeing it come to fruition, which, it's a big step in the right direction for Cubic Castles, and yeah, I'm really excited to see how the game goes moving forward. Let me know what you guys think. That's pretty much what I had for the video, I'm just gonna be honest. Again, I'm doing this video without any script, I'm just going over the top of my head here, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and if you like this video, just, like the video, subscribe to my channel if you like to see more stuff like this. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I don't have much else to say. Happy 2024. Again, like I said on the previous video, I won't be much active into the game now because I will be quitting the game again. I will still be a little bit active into the game when I can, and try to do some events here and there. But overall, I'm just, I'm not gonna be very much active. I'll still try to do some videos around here, just, discussing it a little bit, and yeah, just doing some videos that I might find fun, I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.